Okay. Okay, so we should be recording now. So yeah, we're scrolling down to the Yoast SEO section. And the first thing we're going to do is focus keyword. Now, why should you consider organic food over conventional food? What do you think your focus keyword is that you would want, if people searched for it, this blog post might show up for them?
Organic food. It could be fruits, vegetables. It could be conventional food. I don't know who looks for that, but contaminated.
Yeah, in fact, how about 10 contaminated foods you should avoid?
Okay. You want to capitalize each word, like contaminated and foods and.
We can.
And why? And this particular article did not say that apples and strawberries were the worst, but I read that before. So I added that in there.
Okay, so we're gonna set the keyword as contaminated foods.
Okay.
To avoid. And we're gonna change this to avoid. So we actually have the keyword in the title. So the keyword is contaminated foods to avoid.
And I'm paying to have my name on Google or on YouTube. So that's why I kind of want to do some more of these, maybe a video even. I have a video of this telling you just the first two and to go to my blog to find the other 8.
Okay, so I put a new sentence in. There are many contaminated foods to avoid. And the reason I did that is that's going to be our key word, contaminated foods to avoid.
Okay, contaminated. And have they ever increased over the last 30 years? While I was working, they increased.
So I want to put the keyword in again. So these are contaminated foods to avoid. Okay, we're going to do that there. Now we're also going to do a readability analysis. Oh, there it is. Maybe edit the snippet. This is the, okay, SEO meta description. Meta description.
Why do you have dashes between why and should and you and
Where?
Right there under the slug. Why should you consider organic?
Oh, that's the that's this right there. That's the SEO title.
Oh.
And actually, we're going to change that. It will put them in whether we like it or not.
Oh, okay.
Because see, it put them in because we want the SEO title and the article title and the first sentence and et cetera, all to contain the keyword. Now we're coming down to the meta description, and we're going to paste in. What's that accept? How'd that get there? We're going to paste that in. Now that's too long. First, the use of pesticides. Good. Use of pesticides and additives to our foods have increased dramatically over the years. Okay, so that's our meta description. That's what's going to show up when people search.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so internet links. We don't have any links. Well, it's not true. We don't have image attributes. Okay, image. Edit. Alternative text. Contaminated foods to avoid. Because we want the keyword in the alt text for the image. So when you look down here at the SEO, it tells you things. Now, we don't have any internal links. That's right. You haven't linked to anything. And that's not true. We have it in there, and there's no outbound links. The text length. Okay, so here's what I'm saying to you. The text length contains 297 words. This is slightly below the recommended minimum of 300 words. So it's only 3 words below the absolute minimum. But if I were you, I would lengthen it a little bit, maybe another couple of paragraphs. You know, keyword density, okay, we're okay there. Keywords in the meta description. All right, so everything else, we got everything else going green now. These were all red a few minutes ago. So we just fixed all of that.
Oh.
Now, the key phrase in the introduction, why is it telling me the key phrase is not in the introduction? Because we don't need to look at that. All right, very good. Because I think it is there now. Pretty links, key phrase, contaminated foods to avoid. Focus key phrase, contaminated foods to avoid. Now that's not misspelled. Contaminated foods to avoid, it's in the meta description. Contaminated foods to avoid. Contaminated foods to avoid. Okay, it's in there. It's just, is it unhappy because of the period? I don't think so. It's there.
That's what I was thinking. When shopping for your family.
I don't think that's going to make it any happier. But let's just look.
Do you need to update it?
I just did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Well, I guess it got happier.
Sometimes it doesn't take much, huh? Gosh.
So we got all that cleaned up. Okay, now I don't like the way this laid out, but in two lines like that, it just doesn't look good to me.
Well, it kind of did that
Well,
when I put it there.
we're in charge here. We're in charge.
I think that's the way it was on my Word document. I think that's what it was. I think so.
Okay. All right. Now, where did you get most of this information from? Do you have an article that we can reference?
It was on YouTube. I mean, I just kind of put it in my own words.
Oh, was there a YouTube video?
Not a video, it was just an article, and I just started writing. One night, I was even had the TV on. I had it wrote before I even knew it.
If it was in YouTube, it was a video.
No, it was an article.
Well, then it wasn't in YouTube.
Well, it was an article I found on Google, I guess. It was, and I just put it in my own words and added the apples and strawberries because I know they're the most contaminated, and went from there. I wrote it while watching a comedy show, even. I thought, oh, that sounds okay. So, yeah, what did I put down even? Not even sure what I wrote in there.
So this article has fish, shellfish, chicken, and your post is really all about fruits.
Mm-hmm. There's some, like kale, and there's some vegetables, cucumbers, tomatoes. I didn't know that tomatoes were sprayed like that. That's craziness. We grow tomatoes and we never sprayed anything on them.
Of course you didn't.
I'm trying to think of exact words I said. 10,
Hmm?
10 most contaminated foods, I think, is what I wrote up there.
Okay. So here's an article about the 12 toxic fruits and vegetables. And there's a list of them. So you can expand your list. You can expand your list. So you're going to look at this article that I just pulled up right now and expand your list. And what we're going to do is we're going to hyperlink to that article.
So a person can do that?
We just did it. What do you mean a person can do it?
Well, and claim it, as your property?
No. We're not doing that at all.
No,
Absolutely
okay.
not claiming it as our property.
We're saying it's theirs. We're just referring to that.
We're hyperlinking to it. Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to augment your list by looking at this article and coming up with maybe expanding the list a little bit, and maybe by looking at this article you'll find a few more words to help you write another paragraph or two.
Okay.
So let me help you by giving you this list Here, I'll send the link to that article in Facebook to you right there, so you can click on it right there.
Okay.
And okay, and then so that cleans that article up a little bit. It puts some SEO into it, gives it a chance of actually being found, uh, and that's it.
So I can just add a couple more to this, or just leave it 10 contaminated foods.
No, add a couple. Well, I'd add a couple more to it.
Just make it 12 contaminated foods.
Yeah. Well, we already. Oh, yeah.
There's 10 up there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
And then just add a few more, like a paragraph or two to that,
Yeah.
for a little writing with it.
Yeah. Yeah. This needs at least one more paragraph to close it off, and maybe a couple more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh God. Blueberries. That's so sad. Cucumbers.
I think cherry tomatoes is sad.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Oh, here's something we can do. Look, the Environmental Working Group. Let's reference the Environmental Working Group. Because when you put links like this into your articles, ewg.org, I knew that. When you put links like these into your articles, it helps kick up the credibility. You're linking to credible sites. Link options.
So it should it be spelled out, or should I just do EWG? Some people might not know what that is.
We're all done. We just did it. It says Environmental Working Group, and we linked to the Environmental Working Group.
Okay.
We're all
So
done.
it doesn't matter if it's just EWG or Environmental Working Group.
Well, yeah, it matters, but it says Environmental Working Group.
Okay.
Your article said Environmental Working Group right there, and we linked to it. You see the way that works? Let's go to your site. Let's go out to the site. So there's your article now, and you see when we come down here, if anybody clicks on that, it takes them out to ewg.org. So if somebody says, well, what's that? They click right out to it. Okay? Or if they click on the 12 most contaminated foods, it takes them to this tree hugger article. So that's okay. So we're linking to authority sites.
Mm-hmm. So this list, did it have 12? I didn't get to look at it. I mean,
yeah, avoid these top 12 toxic fruits and vegetables.
So I just need to add 2 more to it.
Yeah, whatever they are. There's the dirty dozen right there. And look, you can expand your article by telling people what the clean 15 are.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the next couple of paragraphs right there.
Okay. Clean 15.
And look, here's a video from EWG. So this is all good. So you got a lot of stuff here that you can make. You can expand the article and make it just a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Now I can put my video on my regular profile page. Is that what I should do? I have a video I did yesterday, but I didn't want to put it on there because this part wasn't done,
No, you can put it up, and you can put your video in your blog post too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's your video, right? You did it, or is it just a YouTube video?
I did it.
Oh, okay. No.
But it's only telling about 2 of them, and it's referring me referring the person to my blog to look at the other ones, you
Oh,
know.
great. Well, yeah, put it up.
Let's see, if I change that on my video, it'll have to be done over because it's not accurate anymore.
You don't have to do it over. You can have the video in the blog that refers to the blog for additional information. There's no reason not to do that. It's up to you. You can either put it there or not. That's your choice.
Okay.
Put it up on your website and I'll look at it, or on your page, and tell me when it's there and I'll go look at it.
Okay.
Okay?
Because, you
So
know,
there. That should help. That should help you out and make it a little bit of a better article. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. I'm going to run.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Talk to you again. Bye.
Bye-bye.